Well, hello, everybody. It's Dr. Foskey coming to you live from my command center at my home office, where I've taught a lot of lessons over the last year, where I've taught a lot of you over the last year. I want to thank everybody for all their hard work this calendar year. It's been this past calendar year it's been a tough year. There's been a lot of technological hoops to jump through, and the resourcefulness of these students is nothing short of extraordinary. So you deserve a round of applause just for being able to navigate these things, and all the directors that have helped to make some of the technological things happen. You know, my hat's off to you, because it's a lot of work to make it happen and to keep it working. But that's not really why I'm here today. I'm here to talk to those of you who are disappointed with your all region rankings, where you ended up on the list. Now, there are two different ways to handle this. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to take time and vent, to feel like you spent all this time and it wasn't reflective of how you actually prepared. And that's a legitimate response. That's available to you to respond that way. But I'm not sure it's the most productive. You know, any audition that we take is a snapshot in time. It's how we did that day on those excerpts in those circumstances. And if it had been the next day, it might be with different cuts, it might have been a different result. And so if you can find a way to believe that you're not completely defined by your all region chair, good or bad, then it changes the way that we look at results for those sorts of things. You may be bummed because you didn't qualify for All-State. Well, I can tell you that you're not the first great musician that didn't qualify for All-State. And if we allowed that metric to be the way that we qualify someone's worth as a player, then we would have been robbed by some really great players who never made it, who went on to do tremendous things. So I guess my message to you is that if you want, you can be upset, and that's a totally valid response. But you can also choose to look at the previous year's work and try to find the places where maybe the thing that didn't show up for you in the audition the way that you needed to, maybe those things weren't covered as thoroughly as they could have been. Maybe you don't quite know what went wrong. And that's where I think I can help. So if you're out there and you're not happy with how things went, and you are going to respond rather than react, you want to take the time to respond to those results and try to do better next year, now's the time to start. Now, it doesn't mean that we download the guide and start working on next year's etudes. It means that we take last year's etudes and we look at the cuts and we talk about what went well and we talk about what didn't go well, and we form a plan so that there is concrete skills to improve upon. And then when we get to next year's etudes, we can apply those skills, and now you're ahead of the game. So let's try to find a way to turn this negative into something positive. So if you think I can help, if you like what I had to say today, and you think it can make a difference for you, no matter where you are in Arkansas, I'm happy to work with you. And we have this technology available to us, even as we hopefully, knock on wood, are seeing some of the corners turn on this COVID thing, where we can get back to normal. I hope to hear from you soon. Would love to work with you, and I'll talk to you later.